An investigation is underway after a U.S. Navy helicopter crashes into the San Diego Bay. What officials are saying about all 6 passengers who are on board.
Another shocking discovery made outside the house where a woman's body was found in a freezer. Plus, is relief finally on the way for people in IB? What Mexico is now doing to clean up the sewage.
Start your engines for Monster Jam. We are live with a preview. It's 6 a.m. on Friday, January 12th, and you're up with CBS 8. At 6 a.m., we're getting right to breaking news out of Hillcrest. Oh, look at this. 5 people hurt in this crash. 2 cars involved in this. It happened just before 3:30 this morning on southbound State Route 163 near Robinson Avenue. Officials on the scene say the victims were all taken to the hospital. We do not know their conditions. We can tell you one person had to be extricated from the car. You see a man on the stretcher there. We do not know what led up to this crash, but we can tell you the Highway Patrol, California Highway Patrol, investigating this right now. A tough scene there this morning. Glad you're with us here at 6 a.m., everyone. I am Eric Connert.
And I'm Neda Irampour. And now we're going to start with meteorologist Evan Narani to talk about the cold start to the day, but a lot calmer than yesterday.
Much calmer, not as much wind, no rain, dry skies out there. But instead, what we're seeing is, of course, the cold temperatures. So watch out for a frost advisory that will remain through 8 a.m. today. We're also dealing with king tides that will trigger a coastal flood advisory beginning just a minute ago at 6 a.m. Forecast for the afternoon, though, shows mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the low to mid 60s. Pretty pleasant day overall. And then here it is, that coastal flood advisory. One saving grace of this is that your wave heights have diminished a bit, so we're down to 2 to 4 feet. And then on top of that, we've got that frost advisory through 8, so cold outside. Coming up, a look at the weekend forecast. Back to you.
Evan, thank you so much. And right now, Navy officials are trying to figure out what caused a U.S. military helicopter to crash into the San Diego Bay.
Yeah, this happened last night near Strandway and Guadalcanal in Coronado. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live in Coronado now with what we know about those people on board there. Regina?
Yeah, good morning, guys. And we are at Fiddler's Cove Dog Park. Right behind me, I know it's kind of hard to see, but that is the San Diego Bay where in an area there, that's where all 6 passengers were pulled out to shore. Thankfully, they all survived after that U.S. Navy helicopter crash. What we don't know is why that aircraft crashed. We're still trying to get more details, but I do want to get to video of last night to kind of give you perspective and show you that scene. So we're told the copter is a Seahawk from the Helicopter Maritime Strike Squadron 41, which is based in NAS North Island. Navy Commander Beth Teach confirmed the helicopter crashed into the waters yesterday evening just before 7 o'clock. Shortly after, Coronado Fire responded to that call near the Silver Strand. Because of the nature of the training, a safety boat fortunately was on location, and with the help of federal fire, all passengers were pulled out to shore. But I do want you to take a look at a similar aircraft on your screen. The Navy calls the Seahawk the most advanced rotary wing maritime strike platform. It's an aircraft that can handle everything from anti-submarine warfare to anti-surface warfare, plus search and rescue operations and medical evacuations. So back out here live, the Navy Commander Teach says all 6 people are currently in the hospital receiving medical care, and they have started an investigation to get more details as far as why that crash happened. That's the latest in Coronado. I'm Regina Yarita, CBS 8.
And now this just in, the U.S. is set to audit production and increase oversight of Boeing after a panel blew off a jetliner last week. It happened on that Alaska Airlines flight. Investigators say a door plug on the nearly new Boeing 737 MAX 9 flew off the plane when it was 16,000 feet in the air. It left a gaping hole in the side of the plane and ripped headrests off of seats. The pressure pulled those off. The plane was carrying 177 people. Nobody was hurt. FAA investigators will now look at whether Boeing's finished products are safe to operate. Since last week, Alaska Airlines and United Airlines have both found either loose hardware or bolts in the assembly of door plugs on their Boeing MAX 9 planes. Here at home, investigators are trying to figure out how this car here landed upside down in the water. Yeah, the California Highway Patrol says it happened just before midnight on eastbound State Route 54 near Highland Avenue. This is in National City. Not clear what led to the crash or if the driver was seriously hurt. We will be sure to update you as soon as we find out any more details.
Right now, fire crews in El Cajon trying to figure out what caused a fire inside of a small garage. Crews were on the scene overnight. This fire broke out around 9:30 in the 400 block of East Bradley Avenue at an apartment complex. Not clear if anyone was hurt in this or how many people had to be displaced. Again, we don't know what caused this fire. We will update you as soon as we get new information. This morning, police say this freezer right here, seen outside the home where a woman's body was found in a freezer, is not the one involved in the gruesome discovery. Yesterday, people in Allied Gardens saw this freezer with a sign that said "free" outside the house at the center of this suspicious death investigation. But police telling us the freezer where the body was found was collected for the investigation. No word where this freezer came from. Police are still trying to figure out how the elderly woman died. She could have been missing for 9 years before her body was discovered. And take a look at these new photos. Police say this man was watching a woman shower from a backyard window in the college area. It happened on December 28th on Dorothy Drive. Police also believe the same man was looking through a neighbor's window the previous night. Police describe him as having a shaved head, a tattoo on his left forearm. Looks like he has a chin beard there. Call Crime Stoppers if you recognize this guy. And this morning, a driving instructor is in jail accused of molesting and secretly recording students. Police are accusing 50-year-old Richard Joseph Banks of sexually molesting underage students during lessons at American Driving School in El Cajon. The owner tells us he suspended the instructor as soon as the investigation began. He says teachers go through a background check and take sexual harassment trainings.
We're unique among driving schools in that we invite parents to be part of the process. We invite them to ride along on the lessons, first of all, because it helps them to see how we teach.
Banks is set to appear in court on Tuesday.
And now, new this morning, work is underway on a new wastewater treatment plant in Tijuana. Officials broke ground on the facility yesterday. Look at this image right here. Yeah, they got their hard hats on. They say this will reduce the amount of untreated wastewater that goes into the ocean from Mexico, leading to beach closures here in San Diego. The mayor of Imperial Beach, Paloma Aguirre, says it's expected to be complete by September 30th. For the next several months, they're going to start building this. Mayor Aguirre says hopefully residents will begin to see some relief by then, by the end of September. And we do take a closer look at this decades-long crisis. We look at the reason for all this sewage, why it's getting worse and worse. You can watch this in our Earth 8 special on cross-border contamination. It airs this weekend. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on Sunday, 3:30 p.m. right here on CBS 8. All right, now let's talk about king tides that continue this morning. Here's a look at the high tides. This would be the big waves and everything from yesterday. We had Regina out there. She was reporting on this, and you saw it. It was pretty chaotic out in the water. Some of it creeping over onto the boardwalk, but no major flooding issues reported. Water did wash up onto the streets in Mission Beach. That video right here in Imperial Beach showing where a lot of that water does tend to flow. Now, let's show you a complete opposite effect of king tides. This right here, low tide. What a sight this is. This was in Carlsbad. All of this usually covered in water. Now people can walk along it. King tides providing this great chance to check out tide pools, all the sea creatures that are in those rocks and on the sand. Please don't touch the animals. A reminder here not to remove shells, rocks, or animals, and just walk carefully. I don't want to smush anything. The best time to go out there tide pooling today, the lowest moment would be at 4:20 this afternoon. So through the afternoon before sunset, I mean, take the kids. It is an amazing sight to see.
It's beautiful. And high tide, for those who are wondering, is coming closer to about 9 a.m. today. So we have a coastal flood advisory in play again. That's the green here on the screen. We lost our high surf advisory because our wave heights have diminished, but that tide is still easily getting its pull thanks to the new moon. Frost advisory in play through 8 a.m. today. That's the blue for your inland valleys and across the deserts. Mountains don't have it in effect, but it is still going to be cold over the mountains nonetheless. Over the mountains, they picked up on an inch of snow yesterday. Palomar Mountain, Mount Laguna. Congratulations to anyone out there who got to see the snow falling there. Take a look at where your temperatures are now that we've seen those skies clear up quite a bit. We are at 27 degrees right now in Ramona. It's cold out there. 37 in Alpine, 34 in Poway, and 39 in Del Mar. If you want to look at these temperatures compared to where they were at this time yesterday when that storm was coming through, what a dramatic shift. So because we do not have those clouds with us, we have dropped by 15, 20, 25 degrees in some cases. We are 26 degrees colder right now than this time yesterday in Oceanside, 23 degrees colder in Ramona, and 19 degrees colder up at Mount Laguna. So what do we have over the course of the day? Well, we expect temperatures to warm their way to a very similar range. About low to mid 60s is what we're expecting. You can see how there is plenty of sunshine expected in the forecast today. So keep in mind a sunny forecast today. That translates to cold overnight temperatures again tonight into early tomorrow, as we don't see much in terms of cloud cover building. So expect mild afternoons and pretty cold starts to the morning. There is an indication, though, that as we head into early Sunday, we'll see some cloud cover increase and the possibility of some wind. Here's the view as we start off the morning. Sunrise coming at 6:52. Let's check in on traffic, see how your roads are as we start off the day. So far, we are tracking left lane blocked on the stalled vehicle on the 905 eastbound. This is where it meets the 805, it looks like, down toward the South Bay. Also want to clue you in on what's happening there on the 163. This was an area that saw major congestion from 3 a.m. today with a wrong-way driver right around the Hillcrest area. They've been slowly starting to reopen those lanes, but you can see how there is still some blockage in the Hillcrest area. Taking a live look outside at the southbound 163, just south of the 8, you can see how that far left lane, the number 1 lane, is starting to slow down a bit. Northbound lanes are doing just fine this morning, but it's something we'll be checking in on this morning following that pretty graphic scene there with that wrong-way driver this morning on the 163. We'll bring you more info as we get it. Back to you. Oh, let's check in on your border wait times very quickly. First off, San Ysidro Port of Entry, 85-minute wait. Otay Mesa Port of Entry, 70 minutes. Back to you.
I want to get to the justice and to find the truth for my sister.
Still ahead here, why police need your help identifying a victim of the so-called happy face killer.
They just need to stop. I mean, they're playing with fire.
Concerns that someone could get hurt amid aggressive ding-dong ditch incidents. We look at what's legal when it comes to self-defense. And a warning about structural failure, how far you need to stay away from the Ocean Beach Pier right now.